Imagine a galaxy where aliens rule with iron fists glassing planets without a second thought. A coalition scanned a backwater system called Saw Nothing Special. Just barren rocks, and one blue planet teeming with life, but the sapient species. There. Primitive, trapped by their own failures, drowning in debris. We thought they'd never rise until they did. And when the stars came crashing down, no one could stop them except the humans. No, they were the exception that broke everything. If tales like this, of humanity flipping the script on cosmic bullies, get your blood pumping, smash that subscribe button now. You won't want to miss the next epic clash, where we prove why we're the galaxy's ultimate underdogs. Full narrative. We're the coalition of vast alliance of races spanning the stars. Our exploration drones zipped through the void mapping uncharted systems. When they hit Sol, it was a yawn gas giants, dead rocks, nothing worth a second glance except the third. Planet Earth scans lit up with life, oceans, forests, creatures galore, and then the humans, 8 billion of them scrambling on the surface, their skies choked with junk from botched space shots. Pitiful, our probe lingered just long enough to confirm these apes were centuries from FTL, let alone joining the stars. Most species blast off their world like it's on fire, except the humans, but fate has a twisted sense of humor. War erupted in our ranks, the brutal Xanzi versus the peaceful Danik. The Xanzi steamrolled them, glassed one world, enslaved the other, and booted the survivors from the coalition. 7 billion Danik refugees crammed into rickety ships, exiled to nowhere. Why not dump them on that forgotten Earth? Let the primitives deal with it. It'd be a joke, a test. No one expected the Danik to survive the trip, let alone thrive, except apparently, the humans. Our second probe arrived weeks later, beaming back footage that made our scientists choke on their nutrient packs. Earth's fractured governments. Yet they had dozens welcomed the Danik like long-lost kin. Half the refugee ships still orbited, but the space junk gone, cleared out like it was trash day. Construction boomed. Planetside massive printers spitting out cities in weeks, not years. Danik freighters mined, asteroids hauling ore for new builds, and the tech. Humans reverse-engineered everything. Shields, anti-grav FTL drives, wheeled clunkers. Became hover beasts. Fresh ships launched weekly, faster than anything we'd seen. Coalition vessels took months to build FTL. A luxury for the elite here. Mass-produced miracles. Ships jumped to unknown sectors, bold as brasswatt. If this was real, what if refugees landed on our doorstep tomorrow? Could we adapt half as fast? Our leaders twitched. The Xanzi howled for conquest, demanding Earth's secrets. The Senate caved, greenlighting a strike force 100. Warships, carriers, destroyers. The works, plus a dreadnought that could crack planets like eggs. Thousands of fighters, troop transports ready to storm against one world. Overkill. The Danik folded in days. Humans had barely a year to prep. Surrender was inevitable. Of course the humans. The Xanzi fleet regrouped near the gas giant Jupiter, plotting their blitz, but near Earth a dozen human cruisers materialized. As the invaders crossed the asteroid belt, more jumped in, matching numbers ship for ship. They met at Mars, red dust swirling like blood blows, traded human shields, held weapons bit deep. Xanzi hulls, cracked fighters vaporized. From 100 strong to 50, the invaders reeled their dreadnought, wheeled to flee FTL. Spooling up, but humans. They launched boarding pods, 500 darts, piercing holes mid-jump. The probe watched the human fleet linger, defiant sentinels over Mars. The Xanzi were routed. No race had ever bloodied them like that, except evidently the humans back home. Xanzi brass frothed, a full fleet shredded by upstarts. The flagship presumed lost and thinkable. They rallied their remaining forces for fleets converging on the survivors. Admirals preened, expecting scraps instead. The lost dreadnought waited, cannons charged. Hot protocol be damned. Realization hit like a supernova. Those boarding teams hadn't just hitched a ride, they'd seized control. What if humanity's edge isn't tech, but that unbreakable grit? Could you stare down a fleet and say, not today? Evasive orders barked too late. The captured dreadnought fired 4 blasts, each 1,000. Nukes slamming the incoming flagship's shields. Shattered reactors died. Escorts atomized human ships. Jumped in, unleashing strike craft like hornets. The Xanzi armada crippled, adrift in the chaos. Human marines stormed the gutted dreadnoughts, boots clanging on alien decks, rifles barking. Xanzi warriors bred for war faltered against these primitives. Humans fought dirty hacking systems. Mid-firefight, using captured tech against its makers. One marine's log leaked later, grainy helmet cam showing a squad breaching the bridge for Earth. For the Danik, let's end this. The admiral growled defiance, but a human quipped back, you started it, buddy, we finish it. Shields repurposed as battering rams. FTL cores rigged to overload. Twist of fate. The Xanzi's own planet killers turned inward, forcing surrender. Not brute force, but ingenuity boarding an empire's heart and flipping it inside out. The underdogs didn't just win. They claimed the throne in the end. What makes humanity special? It's not our tech or numbers, it's that fire inside the refusal to break when the universe bets against us. We unite in crisis, innovate from scraps, and turn enemies' weapons into our salvation. Resilient, unpredictable, unbreakable, it leaves you wondering, is our real power creativity, or that touch of madness that says, challenge accepted? Outro call to action. This was the clash that birthed the Terran Union, proving no empire safe from human defiance, but the galaxy's vast what's next. Subscribe for more HFY epics. Like and drop in the comments, could you lead the charge against an alien horde, or is humanity's madness our ultimate edge? Let's discuss.